Greetings, I'm here to review this book by Rabbi Reuven Chaim Klein, Lashon HaKodesh, History, Holiness in Hebrew. I'm Seth Oranburg. I'm an ordinary professor of law at the Catholic University of America and the director of their program on law and entrepreneurship, and I really enjoyed Lashon HaKodesh. Lashon HaKodesh literally means the holy language, and we can see some of the aleph-bet, the letters of the Hebrew language on the cover right here. And what's wonderful about this particular book from Rabbi Klein is he makes it accessible. I'm not a deep scholar. My Hebrew is, I read slowly with my finger across the page, certainly not fluent. There's a lot of deep meaning, a lot of richness here, not just the thousands of years of history since receiving the Torah at Sinai, but all of the Talmudic commentary, written often in Aramaic, all the discussions, and modern Hebrew. And he takes us all the way through the whole development from God speaking the world into existence to the creation of Adam Harishon, Adam the first man, who spoke in Hebrew to God. You know, when God called and Adam answered, where are you? If you might remember that story. That was all happening in Hebrew, right? And Hebrew is this language of powerful, deep resonance. There's another story that Adam names the animals. Adam doesn't just name them, like he doesn't just look at an animal and say, that ant's name is Joseph or that ant's name is Peggy, but rather there's a essence that he detected. He actually resonated with the identity of the thing itself and discovered what were the Hebrew words. So he engaged in co-creation with God. God spoke the world into being using the actual resonant letters here on this cover, the 22 letters of the aleph-bet, create the universe and everything we see. But then God creates man, human as co-creator, again, uses that holy language, names the animals, and we start to see the development of this language of immense, immense power and its abuse, which takes us into the story of the Tower of Babel, of course, where humans use their power of language to try to circumvent God or to reach heaven without him, and he confused their speech. There's actually a number of different ways to interpret that story. It's a wonderful interpretation of the story of Babel and what happened there. But babbling and the word confusion come from similar roots. He gets into all of that. Then he moves into Abraham as a Hebrew. What does Hebrew mean in terms of the language? The role of Hebrew when the Jews were in Egypt, whether they retained it, whether they lost it. And all of this is just written in such a easy to read way. Maybe just to show you kind of a page here. I mean, these are not terribly dense passages. A lot of useful headings. Approach number 1, approach number 2, approach number 3, approach number 4, a paragraph each. Helpful headings to help the reader along the way. Detailed, dense footnotes, so this can also be used as an academic study text. But that wasn't my intention. I just wanted a deeper understanding. And I also wanted to get to know the philology better, because I had read some of Rabbi Klein's work where he interprets Hebrew language in ways that are meaningful and rich. If you follow some of this Jewish mysticism stuff, you might generally know that each Hebrew letter has a numerical value, and that means that words, which are made of letters, have numerical values, and you can do numerology with them. It's called Gematria. But you can also work on the philology, the shape of the letters, whether it has a crown or whether it's crooked or open or shut. I mean, there's just meaning upon meaning upon meaning. It's just a wonderful thing to spend time with a book like this, which is just giving you the gift of having a deeper, richer understanding of the very language that God used to create this beautiful world that we live in, and to help us understand the power of speech, the power of language, the power of Hebrew in particular, as that holy language, but really a reminder that one of humans' key qualities is linguistic communication, and we participate in co-creation when we use that wisely. So those lessons are embedded throughout this book, which again is really quite readable. I will make one caveat, which is it really is easier to read this book if you have some foundation, some understanding of some of the maybe foundational concepts around the Torah being divine in origin, around the nature of Hebrew letters as being constitutive of the things in the universe, not just symbolic. And he does get into that a little bit. But, I would say this is an intermediate text where someone with my level, which is to say, not terribly much of Jewish studies behind him, and hopefully more ahead, is absolutely accessible. Really enjoyed the book. Thank you, Rabbi Klein, for writing Lashon HaKodesh, an excellent, well-polished text. Now in its, I think, I have to double check. It's definitely been through a couple of revisions, and it feels polished. Yeah, this is the 4th edition paperback here, so highly recommended book. So thank you for writing this, and hopefully you'll enjoy reading it and maybe reviewing it too.